Hello, class. Today we're going to talk about three parts of speech. The three parts of speech we're going to talk about are nouns, pronouns, and adjectives. The first part of speech we're going to talk about are nouns. Nouns can be a person, place, or thing. Anything you can use your five senses for are nouns. For example, if you can see it, if you can touch it, if you can taste it, if you can smell it, if you can hear it, it is a noun. So for example, Nancy is a noun. Nancy is a person. I can see Nancy. I can touch Nancy. I can smell Nancy. Book is also a noun. I can open a book. I can read a book. I can sell a book. The library is a place. Library is also a noun. I can go there. I can see it. I can smell it. Music is also a noun. I can hear music. The next part of speech we're going to talk about are pronouns. Pronouns take the place of a noun. So these are examples of some common pronouns. I, you, he, she, it, they, we, me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. Again, pronouns take the place of a noun. The third part of speech is an adjective. An adjective describes a noun or a pronoun. Some examples of adjectives are smart. Smart is describing a person. Numbers can also be adjectives. For example, the number 8. Size is also an adjective. For example, tall. Colors are also adjectives. Again, adjectives are any words that describe a noun or a pronoun. So let's look at our first sentence. Whenever we're going to diagram our sentences, we always start by looking for our nouns and pronouns. So looking at the sentence, Susan saw the large box on the street. She put it in the red car. So first, we're going to look for our nouns. The first noun I see is Susan. Susan is a person. A person is a noun. The next thing I see is box. Box is an object. I can see a box. I can carry a box. Another noun is street. Street is a place. I can walk on a street. I can see the street. Looking at the next sentence, she put it in the red car. Car is a noun. It's an object. I can ride a car. I can see the car. Now that I found my nouns, now I'm going to look for my pronouns. Looking at my two sentences, I see the pronoun she. She is a pronoun. It is replacing the noun Susan. Susan saw the large box on the street. She put it in the red car. Who is she? She is Susan. Now that I found my nouns and pronouns, now it's time to find my adjective. Looking at the first sentence, Susan saw the large box on the street. Large is an adjective. It is describing the box. It's telling me how big the box was. What's the size of the box? Susan saw the box. Susan saw the large box. Looking at the next sentence, she put it in the red car. Red is my adjective. It's describing car. It's telling me what color car. She put it in the car. She put it in the red car. Looking at my next example, Ryan and Nancy rode to the beautiful lake. They rode on fast bicycles. Looking at my first sentence, Ryan is a person. That is a noun. Nancy is a person. That is a noun. Next noun I see is lake. Lake is a place. I can swim in a lake. I can go to a lake. I can smell the lake. Looking at the next sentence, they rode on fast bicycles. Bicycle is a noun. I can ride a bicycle. I can buy it at a store. I can hold it. Now that I found my nouns, I'm going to find my pronouns. Looking at the second sentence, they rode on fast basketball. They rode on fast bicycles. They is a pronoun. It is taking the place of the noun Nancy and Ryan. They rode on fast bicycles. Who are they? They are Ryan and Nancy. Now that I found my nouns and pronouns, I'm going to look for my adjectives. Looking at the first sentence, Ryan and Nancy rode to the beautiful lake. Beautiful is an adjective. It is describing the lake. What kind of lake? A beautiful lake. Looking at the second sentence, they rode on fast bicycles. Fast is my adjective. It is describing what kind of bicycles. They rode on bicycles. They rode on fast bicycles. Now, looking at my last example, Stephen cannot eat cold pizza, but he can eat 3 delicious hamburgers. So the first thing I do is find my nouns. Stephen is a person. Stephen is a noun. Looking later, I see pizza. Pizza is a noun. Any kind of food is a noun. I can eat it. I can smell it. I can touch it. Looking at my next sentence, but he can eat 3 delicious hamburgers. Again, hamburgers is a noun. It's a kind of food. I can eat it. I can buy it. Now I'm going to look for my pronouns. Looking at my second sentence, he can eat 3 delicious hamburgers. He is a pronoun taking the place of a noun. What noun is it replacing? Stephen. Who can eat 3 delicious hamburgers? Stephen can eat 3 delicious hamburgers. So now that I've found my nouns and pronouns, I'm going to find my adjectives. Looking at the first sentence, Stephen cannot eat cold pizza. Cold is an adjective. It's describing what kind of pizza. Looking at my second sentence, but he can eat 3 delicious hamburgers. 3 is a number. It's telling me how many hamburgers. Also, I have the adjective delicious. It's describing how the hamburger tastes. So he can eat hamburgers. He can eat 3 delicious hamburgers.